Good evening, everybody. Mansfield National Homeowners Association. Listen, my name is Fitz Mobilaire. Most of you guys already know me. You should know me. I am the president of Mansfield National. According to Goodwin, I may not be, but you'll see that in my subsequent video that I'm going to put out in regards to explaining our bylaws. But I just want to talk to you. Right now, my name is on the list to be your Homeowners Association president all over again. And just talk about the different things that we're doing in the community that I'm looking forward to doing that you guys have been asking me about since 2 years ago when I was the social chair. You know, one of the things that I received and I got was the fact that we don't know where our money's going. We don't know what's happening, but now you guys do know where it's going. We got the building painted over there. We got the landscaping done. Now we do have a new landscaping company that I don't even know. I can't even tell you exactly how that happened, but I can, but I don't want to go into that right now. But we have a new landscaping company that's actually not even doing everything they're supposed to be doing. They have some areas of our community that they haven't been cutting, that they need to cut. That's a question that I have, and I think you guys should have as homeowners to Goodwin, because we do pay Goodwin contract services, and within our contract services, they're supposed to verify that our vendors are doing what they're supposed to be doing. However, they do not verify that our vendors are doing what they're supposed to be doing, hence why our pool is currently closed. You know, they talked about the phone box, which is interesting to me because 3 months ago it was inspected when Blue Water Pools was here right before the pool opened, and we passed with flying colors. But however, since that time, since we removed Blue Water Pools, we failed twice. So that's a red flag for me. So there's a lot of different areas that I see red flags, a lot of different things that I want to address, and I will continue to address as the president of Mansfield National Association. One of the things that we're addressing here in this parking lot, you know, we finally got the lights fixed on the playground. And the reason why we got the lights fixed is because I got my ladder, I went up there and I replaced the lights. Because Goodwin sent out some tech people to come out here and look, and they did all this stuff for less than 45 minutes and didn't do nothing. And I'm like, man, do the light bulbs? Has anybody checked the light bulbs? So I went to Home Depot, bought a light bulb, went up there with my ladder and a screwdriver, and I changed the light bulb and it worked. And then I went and replaced the other 4 and it worked. I didn't charge no labor for that. I just went up there and changed the light bulbs because we need light. However, in the parking lot, it's still dark in the parking lot. One of the things that I talked to the city of Mansfield about is adding more lighting. However, we don't want to add more lighting that's going to cost us more money when it comes to electrical. So they have a lot of solar lighting. Look at this real intense solar lighting that we can add a 20-foot pole or whatever, and we can put the solar lighting in the parking lot here by the pool, which gives us more lighting so that at nighttime when it's pitch black, it's not, because we have lighting which provides more security for our community. So these are just some areas that we're working on upgrading and enhancing our community. Like I said, so we painted the building, we got the roof replaced. I know we got the, what's that thing called? The privacy fence was removed from the pool area. Many people asked, was it inspected? Like, what happened? How did we pass inspection? Well, the fire marshal came out and did the inspection prior to the pool season opening. We passed with flying colors. I asked this fire marshal specifically about that, what's that thing? The privacy fence. And he said we were perfectly fine. He said, no, that's what it's for. You're perfectly fine. You can keep it. You're perfectly fine. So when the city came back 2 months later and failed us for the privacy fence, honestly, I was in shock and surprise because the fire marshal said that we were good and everything was the way it's supposed to be. However, that wasn't the case. But it is what it is. You know, clearly the right hand don't talk to the left hand, but what's new? That's how we do. But come here, walk with me. So another area that we're definitely working on and that we will, I'm gonna pause for this loud truck to pass by. We'll continue to work on is the gate. Here is the area of the gate that has been broken for about 2 months or so. I've been discussing with Goodwin, I put zip ties here to keep it from falling. I've been discussing with Goodwin for months about getting somebody out here to fix it. They keep telling me that they're doing so, but they're not. They haven't done it, but yet here we still have this like this. And how did this happen? When we had the privacy fence, it was sabotage. I can't prove it, but I'm pretty sure it was sabotage. Somebody went through and cut the very top across where the privacy thing was leaning, and it caused the whole fence to lean, which broke our gate. They are fully aware of this. They just haven't done anything about it. When we think about this tarp up here, one of the reasons why the tarp was not replaced during my presidency was because the previous board advised that the tarp was replaced in 2019, which was 5 years ago, which means that the tarp is still under warranty. However, Goodwin has 0 meeting minutes. They don't know who bought the tarp, who did whatever, so we can get the tarp replaced and cover under warranty. So we're going to have to come out of cost. One of the areas that I've been asking Goodwin, they were supposed to have done it, was send us 3 quotes so we can get bids. Well, they had 2 companies come out, I believe, and then they sent us some information, when I say us, I mean the board, about getting it fixed. But there was nothing done in detail. There was no breakdown. I asked questions about it, and the questions were answered, hence why we still have a tarp that is falling apart and is not fixed. So These are just some areas that I know that we need to fix in our community, that we will replace in our community, and we'll get things done. Our pool. Our pool is managed. I don't even know what company they have currently managing our pool. I believe it's Blue Water Pools. That's who we had previously. I personally have some concerns with Blue Water Pools, which is why originally I didn't want to maintain Blue Water Pools. Reason being, one, we're not in contract with Blue Water Pools at all. The last contract that was signed with Blue Water Pools was in December of 2021 for the 2022 year. So we don't have any contract for 2023 or 2024 with Blue Water Pools. We're in the month to month. So when I started asking about certain things that are going on with the pool, I just didn't understand how every year around the beginning of pool season, we have all these leaks and all these things that are happening with our pool equipment. It was very disturbing to me because they service our pool 12 months out of the year. So year round. How are we paying somebody to service our pools, our pool equipment and system year round, but every year around March, April, May, we got all these leaks. So then we're dishing out money. And Goodwin, they're sending Goodwin invoices and they're paying it. The board didn't see these invoices. They're sending them and they're paying them. And then they come at me for doing something similar. And I'm like, I'm just trying to get things back in order so we can make sure what's going on. We had 3 separate pool companies come out here and inspect our equipment prior to pool season. All 3 of them gave us documented information about how the equipment is. We have refurbished parts. We have used parts. We have, they tell us the, what's it called? The system of the filter, it all comes together as one piece, but we had mismatched parts, and that's why we had a lot of leaks. So it wasn't my opinion. It was the opinion of 3 separate pool companies that came in to inspect it because I wanted a second opinion. Let's get a second opinion so we can figure out what's going on. That was one of the main reasons why we ended up changing the pool pumps originally, because we were doing patchwork. All we were doing was patchwork. We're continually patching what's going on, and we're wasting more and more and more money, and we didn't want to do that. So that's why we replaced the pool equipment. But hence now the pool is closed because of a faulty phone system, which I think is crazy because other property management companies that I spoke to, they do a quarterly inspection of all the grounds to prevent any of these things from taking place and from happening. I've been asking Goodwin what's entailed in our contract services. Well, they can't tell me. We also don't even have a contract with Goodwin that I've been asking for the past 11 months. Can you send me a contract? We need a contract with you guys. I need to see what it is that you guys actually do for us. What are we paying y'all for? What's in the contract? And they keep telling me it's coming. They were fully aware that I've been vetting and talking to other property management companies. So I personally believe they decided to get rid of me before I can get rid of them. That's why we're here. That's why we're going through this whole voting process all over again. Which truthfully, as I said, I'll tell you about that in another video when I show you the bylaws, that what they're doing is unlawful to how they're functioning as a vendor of the community. But like I said, so here's our ground space here. The landscaping, I mean, the company, they're doing well. They're adding this, we got weeds that are growing inside of our playground area, which shouldn't be so. That means they're not handling that nor taking care of that. We got signs that I was in the process of ordering before they removed me. So we got a sign over here that says, be cautious, play at your own risk. Well, that sign is faded. You can barely see what it even says. Up here where it says Twin Flyers, up here on our playground area, there is 2 pieces that were broke by some kids in our neighborhood, and it should be replaced and fixed. We had the 2 pieces of plexiglass that were just there, and it could cause harm. So what I did was, once again, I got my ladder, I got my tools. I came in here and I took out the plexiglass so that it wouldn't be harmful. However, it's still a hazard because there are 2 holes there that a small child can fall through. Goodwin is fully aware of this. They're fully aware of having a company come out and verify and make sure, then send quotes to the board so we can approve it so it can be done. They just haven't done it yet. But in the meantime, who's liable? We are. And they're just not doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're continuously doing things outside of the purview of the bylaws and the laws, and we're the ones who end up paying for it on a regular basis.